Good morning, students. Today we do lesson number 10, unitary method. It's a new topic, so firstly you have to listen it carefully. What is the unitary? Firstly we will discuss, and after that we will tell you how we do these type of questions. Clear? So let's start with it. Firstly, student, you have to learn what are unitary method. In unitary method, unit means one. Clear? And for this, student, you have to first of all find the value of 1. Means cost of 1 you have to find, or whatever the things are given you have to find out firstly of 1. Clear? And then you have to find the cost of many from it. Means if you are finding from 1 to many, you have to do what? You have to do multiply. And when you are finding from many to 1, you have to do divide. Clear? In 1 to many, you have to do multiply. And when you are finding from many to 1, you have to do divide. Clear? Now, there are some important points of unitary method. That one you have to write down in your maths copy. Clear? So see, these are the important points which you have to write down in your maths copy. First point is the unitary method is also known as method of 1 because unitary means 1. So we call unitary method also method of 1. Clear? By finding the value of 1, the value of many can be found. When you find the value of 1, you are able to find the value of many items. Clear? And now what the point I told you in the previous video. What I said to find the value of one thing you have to do divide. Clear? And to find the value of many you have to do m for many and m for multiply. Clear? And means many items, what do you do? Multiply. Clear? These are the points which you have to write down in your maths copy. Clear? Now student, we will start the activity 1 of unitary method. So first question is, a bus carries 2457 passengers every day. Means in one bus total passengers are 2457. And how many passengers are carried in one day? 2457. Clear? How many passengers will it carry in 1 week? As you all know that 1 week is having how many days? 7 days. So firstly we convert week into 7 days and then we start it. Clear? So how we write the statement? Passengers carries in every day. Every day means 1 day is equals to 2457. And then we write passengers carry in 1 week. And 1 week is equals to how many days? 7 days. Clear? And you know that 1 to many you are doing. In 1 to many, when you finding many thing, what you do? M for many, M for multiply. So you do multiply. So see how we do. Firstly, we have converted 1 week is equals to 7 days. And you have to write down in your maths copy like this manner. A bus carry dash a week. Then a 1 week is equals to 7 days. Clear? Then passengers carry in 1 day is equals to 2457. This thing is given. Then you write passengers carry in 1 week. 1 week means 7 days. So what you do? This 7 you have to multiply with 2457 because 1 day is given and now you are finding many days. Many days are 7. So 2457 you have to multiply by 7 and answer will come 17199. Clear? Then we write a hence line. Hence line is, so the passengers carry in 1 week is equals to 17199. Clear, students? Now we do question number 2. Question number 2 is, Ashima reads 42 pages of a book in a day. Clear? How many pages she read in 1 day? She read number of pages she read in 1 day is 42. Clear? Then how long will it take her to finish the book that has 1428 pages? Means she has to complete one book, and in that book there are students 1428 pages. Clear? So what firstly we will understand how we write a line. So see, in number of days Ashima reads 42 pages. Clear? Like this manner we write a line. See how. In number of days, Ashima reads 42 pages is equals to 1 day. Clear? Then in number of days, Ashima reads 1 page. 1 page is equals to 1 by 42 days. Clear? Then in number of days Ashima read 1428 pages. Now in first step students, if many is given, so definitely from many you can't find many. What you have to do from many, first of all you have to find out one thing. So how to find out one thing? One thing, when you are finding, you have to do divide. So 1 I have divided by 42, because the number which is in the left hand side, it will come down in a denominator. Clear? Then second step, in number of days Ashima read 1428 pages is equals to, what do? You are finding many, so this is a many. So when you are finding many thing, what do? 1428 you have to multiply by 1 by 42 days, this one days. Clear? And when you multiply it, answer for finding answer, what 148 you have to multiply with 1, and down of 142 nothing written, so 42 will come down as it is. Then when you divide it, answer will come 34 days. Clear? So you write Ashima will finish one book in 34 days. Clear? Like this manner. Means many to one, one to many. Many to one you go, you do divide. Then after that divide, you have to do multiply. Clear, students? Now we do question number 3. A dozen books. You know the meaning of dozen. Dozen means 12 books. Clear? 1 dozen means 12 books. You have seen that whenever we go to the shopkeeper, sometimes we say, dozen bananas please give us. So you know dozen means what? Dozen means 12 books. Clear? So we write cost. The cost is given of dozen books. So we write cost of 1 dozen books. So cost of 1 dozen means 12 books is equals to rupees 1920. Then from 12 you can't finding the cost of 7 books. So what you do, after dozen you have to find the cost of 1 book first, and from 1 book you are able to find the cost of 7 books. Clear? So we write, there will be a 2-step, as I told you, cost of 1 dozen books is equals to rupees 1920. Then cost of 1 book is equals to what? What you do? Divide it. 1920 you divide by 12. When you divide it, answer come 160. Clear? Then cost of 1 book, how much come? It comes 160. So I have written rupees 160. Then you write cost of 7 books. What do? 160. 7 means many you are finding. You have to multiply them. When you multiply it, answer will come 1120. So you write, hence the cost of 7 books is equals to rupees 1120. Understood? Means all the questions are same. Firstly, you have to find of 1 and then of many. One case you divide, and in many you have to do multiply. Clear? Now this is the last question of this one chapter. A bag contains 7 kg of wheat flour. How many bags will it be required to pack 245 kg of wheat flour? What you have to do? As you know that 7 kg of wheat flour is packed in 1 bag. So firstly we will write a statement like this manner. 7 kg of wheat flour filled in is equals to 1 bag. Like this manner we write. Then 1 kg of wheat flour filled in 1 by 7. What I done? This 7 is coming down of 1. It will be divide. So 1 by 7 back come. Now in step 2, what do? You have to find out the 245 kg of wheat flour filled in how many bags? So what you do? 245. Because 245 you have to multiply by 1 by 7. When you multiply, answer come 245 divided by 7. When you divide it, answer come 35. Then you write, student, hence number of bags required to pack 245 kg of wheat flour is 35 bags. Clear, student? Now the question arises, why we have done this one chapter? We have done because this unitary method will help us in percentage chapter, profit and loss chapter, speed and distance chapter. Because sometime it comes that for finding the cost of one item to many, we have to do what? Multiply. This thing I told means in this chapter what we run. When we are finding from one item to many, we always do multiply, and many to one, when we do, we always do divide, because unitary method other name is 1 also. So this thing we have done in this one chapter. So I hope student you understand what we have done in this chapter. So thank you and have a nice day.